For nearly all of human history, the creation of a new life required a microscopic sequence of events hidden entirely inside the body. If any single step failed, a family line simply ended. There was no workaround and no second chance. But in the summer of 1978, that ancient boundary was crossed in a small hospital in northern England. The world's first baby conceived outside the human body was not a sudden triumph. Her birth followed years of relentless failure. Two scientists and a technician had been trying to do something deceptively simple: retrieve a human egg, fertilize it in a glass dish, and return the growing embryo to the womb. The question that consumed them was why it kept failing. The female reproductive tract is not a passive container. The fallopian tube provides a precisely calibrated environment. Temperature, oxygen levels, acidity, and nutrients all shift continuously as an embryo travels toward the uterus. A glass dish cannot replicate any of this automatically. Robert Edwards, a physiologist, and Patrick Steptoe, a surgeon, spent years trying to approximate this environment in the laboratory. They tested dozens of culture fluid formulations, adjusting salt and sugar concentrations by fractions of a gram. Each tiny variation produced different results. Most ended in failure. 9 years of failure. Then came a deceptively simple change in strategy. Instead of growing embryos in the dish for several days, they returned them to the body almost immediately. The breakthrough was not a single dramatic discovery. It was the slow recognition that the artificial environment itself was the problem. By transferring the embryo at an earlier stage, they let the body handle the most fragile steps of development. Leslie Brown's pregnancy succeeded because the scientists finally stopped competing with biology and started working alongside it. This reframed infertility itself. For centuries, it had been treated as a personal failing or a mysterious verdict. IVF demonstrated that certain forms of infertility were mechanical problems with engineering solutions. Today, more than 8 million people worldwide have been born through assisted reproductive technology. Behind every glass dish was a story of courage. Couples volunteered for a procedure with no guarantee, facing public hostility and private grief. The researchers worked largely without major funding, against skepticism from peers and fear from the press. Purdy, the embryologist who ran the laboratory, was overlooked for decades. What they built together was not merely a technique. It was evidence that patience, applied carefully to a biological puzzle, can quietly rewrite what we once called impossible.